Bass sounds are fire. Drum sounds are fire. Interesting the whole way through. I love it. Blue Cloud, you're gonna make top 5 unless everybody is amazing. Beautiful. I would have never thought that.
What's up, y'all? I am Blue Cloud, and today I'm going to be doing a quick breakdown of my recent Kenny Beats beat battle flip. So the first thing I did really was just experimented a little bit and threw some delay and some reverb onto the original sample and just completely washed it out and blended all the notes together just to see what kind of sounds I could come up with. And that ended up sounding something like this. One thing I really liked from that was this long reverb tail that trailed off from those notes. So I basically just resampled that and then pitched it down and chopped it up until I got something that sounded like this. This sample functions as the first chord in a chord progression that I end up building out later on with some other melodic elements. For the flute sound, it's really nothing too fancy. I threw in a bamboo flute sample that I had into Ableton Sampler, and then I just made it glide between notes, so you end up with something like this. Pretty cool. And then I just have my Keyscape Rhodes preset here, and that makes the melody after the original sample. And then for the bass line, I just used one of my own presets, which is essentially just a sine wave variant with a low pass filter, and the envelope is mapped to the velocity on my keyboard so that it gives it just a little bit more of that human touch. And then that is routed through FabFilter Saturn, which is a multi-band distortion / compression plugin. Really good for adding warmth and really bringing out harmonics, especially in the low bass lines. And that bass line sounds something like this. And then from there, I recorded myself playing the cabasa, and then I just doubled that track on the left and right channels, and then I threw a gate on each to make the cabasa hits choppier, and then I just threw an EQ over that bus. That sounds like this. On top of that, I chopped up a drum loop, which, looking back, if I had more time, I'd probably go a little bit more in depth here and do some really cool fills and that sort of thing. But again, we only had an hour to sort of whip this up, so I still really like the end result. But together, that sounds something like this. And I have some more percussive elements here, just in the second half of the main chorus. And then this last element is a preset of mine that I made as well. Again, it's nothing too crazy. It's basically just a sawtooth wave with a low pass filter envelope over it, and then vibrato and reverb. And that sounds something like this. And yeah, that's pretty much all the elements to this track.